and you used to work on this lot, right?
I did. I haven't been here since. I was driving in today, and I kind of had that Pavlov's dog thing, because I used to shoot Lois and Clark here. I don't know if anybody ever... Okay. And there we go. Oh, my God. Look at that. And that was, we shot on stage 14, and I spent a lot of nights till 3 o'clock in the morning covered in rats and mud yelling, "Help, Superman, help." Like, this was my home 70 hours a week for many years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those are long hours.
They're really long hours. Makes Desperate Housewives look like a walk in the park.
Yeah, it's sometimes a blessing when you start off on a show like that with that many hours, because then everything's
a cakewalk after that. Yeah. But it was great. And you know what? It's one of those shows that sort of lived up to... I'm just proud to be on it, proud to be part of that Superman.
Yeah, you've done well with your choices. and I guess this is, I was told it was a big birthday for you, but is it, you turned 45, this year?
This last
and do you care about that?
No, you know what, I don't really, although I think, I mean, I feel like everything went away between 40 and 45, like those birthdays just, I don't know, I maybe didn't even celebrate, but at 45, I did sort of take focus, like, what haven't I done? And one of the things I wanted to do was a triathlon, so I trained for about 3 months before that, and I did a triathlon before I turned 45. Yeah, last September.
Did I see you when you were training for that? How long?
We probably played poker together in there somewhere, but I was riding my bike like almost 15 miles a day, riding to work at 5 o'clock in the morning.
You were riding your bike to work?
Yeah, everywhere. Up on Mulholland to Disney. I mean, if I didn't have my daughter, I would be on my bike. Except really to go play poker. I didn't go play poker on my bike.
No.
That was too late.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty early at 5 in the morning to be on a bike too.
Yeah, it was actually.
And so you were riding your bike, and then you were swimming, and then running?
Yeah. And I mean, you know, it's a long, I could talk forever about it, but my goal, I'm doing it again this year, and it's a great organization because it raises money for Children's Hospital Los Angeles. So I'm actually, I'll be hitting you up for money.
You're doing it again.
I'm doing it again, and this time I have a goal, because I'll be really brief. Last time I didn't really realize I was in a race. Like, I just wanted to finish. I just didn't want to walk, and I didn't want to stop. I just wanted to finish. And I remember the run is the last part of it, the last 4 miles.
And how many miles is that?
It's a 4-mile run after a half-mile ocean swim and a 20-mile bike ride. And I remember Mario Lopez passing me like in the last 10 minutes. And I didn't think about it. I was like, hi, Mario, you know, whatever. And then when you get the last 15 feet, you come across, and suddenly I saw there's a timer, like a big, giant digital clock, you know? And I went, I'm in a race. Like that was the first time it dawned on me. And so I realized I was beating Mario Lopez
of course.
the entire
That's
time,
what I thought.
up to the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So now that's my goal this year. I'm just gonna kick his, you know what.
Yeah. That's a good goal. You're in good shape to be able to do that. That's really hard. I'm very impressed.
What happened though on my 45th birthday? Thank you. I mean, I was in good shape. I'm one of those people. I go in good shape, out of shape. I don't know if that happens to you. I get in cycles. I fell off a ladder after the triathlon. I was doing a thing for my daughter's birthday, and I fell off a ladder, and I cracked 2 ribs, and then on my 45th birthday, talk about karma, on my 45th birthday, the day itself, we shot a scene on Desperate Housewives where I had to be a stripper in a strip club in Van Nuys, like a real strip club, in front of 20 people on a stripper pole.
We know about that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yes, and in this move, isn't that a nice angle? Wow. In this move, oh, that's an even better angle.
That's it. That's impressive.
Is that even legal?
That's impressive.
So the first take that we did that day at like 8 in the morning, whenever it was, those 2 cracked ribs, I broke them. So they broke when I was doing that right there.
On your first take?
Yeah.
And then how many more times did you have to do that?
All day. On a lot of pain and ice and a lot of, so all I really thought, I didn't worry about turning 45 at all. I just was thinking if I could just get through this day. So yeah, you know, the show must go on, that kind of thing. It did.
Well, yes, but didn't you have the take already?
No, you know, you have to do it from a million different angles.
That's why I like this show. We don't have to do it. There's cameras everywhere. We got all the angles right now.
There you go, yeah.
Oh, man, Fantasia Barrino, that's a crazy story. So tell us about your new website.
Well, it's called gethatch.com, and I hope you all go there. It's really exciting for me. It's called A Chick's Guide to Life, and I think of a chick as just being empowered. And I've brought together a lot of people with a lot of different kinds of information and entertainment, and we're just, you know, humor. We're just offering a place where you can go to sort of reinvent yourself. I think women our age, you know, get to a place where maybe the kids are a little bit older and you've sort of ignored yourself for a while, and it's a time to sort of take back control of your life. And so it's a place where you can have a community of women teaching you how to do that.
Hatch.com.
Gethatch.com.
Gethatch.com.
Yeah.
All right. All right, we have to take a break. We'll be back with Teri. Look what he's done. It's horrible.
It's not good.
Oh, no. What happened? Now you've got to move out? You've got to rent your place?
It's really scary. My own daughter asked me, she said, Mommy, you don't move off Wisteria Lane, do you?
Yeah, I know.
Said,
what are you going to do?
You're going to have to watch on Sunday at 9 o'clock.
You didn't tell your daughter? There's got to be another house in the neighborhood. Well, I can't. You're not going to tell me.
I'm not going to tell you, but it's pretty. I mean, you can imagine. It's an emotional thing for me too. You know, to get that script and go, what?
Yeah.
You know.
What does this mean?
Yeah. What does this mean?
Do I come back?
Hello.
Right. Anybody?
I just put in a pool. Oh. But a lot of really exciting things. I mean, you've got Lynette locked in the house with a killer, and Bree being blackmailed, and it's a very exciting finish of the 6th season.
And it's when is it?
This Sunday at 9 o'clock.
The finale. Wow. All right. So I got it. Before you go, you got to tell me this story. You have, this is crazy. You have bees that come to your house every year at the same time?
Yeah.
For how many years?
I think I've been revisited by the bees. That's the name of a horror film I think I'm going to write. Revisited by the bees 3 times.
So
we're not just talking about, we're talking about 20,000 bees.
So
like
are they African bees or are they just regular honeybees? Do you know?
At one time they were African bees, but the scariest one was not African bees. And I'll try to tell you quickly. In our upstairs, my bedroom's upstairs, and most of the bedrooms are upstairs. And my daughter and I happened to be in the hallway, and we'd chosen that day to do the recycling for Goodwill sort of thing. And we're sitting there on the floor in the hallway, kind of going through, keep this, don't keep this, keep this. And I suddenly hear zzz, zzz, and I'm like, do you hear something? She goes, no. I'm like, zzz, zzz, zzz. And I'm like, I think I hear something. And we stop, and we look around, and bees start coming in through the inset lightings. They just start coming in, and they're in the bedroom, and they're just coming through. And I go, run! And, so we're climbing over the mountains of the stuff, and we, run downstairs, and that's happened twice now.
Well, yeah, I would see if it's the same group of bees that have found because they're very smart bees, They really are. They're highly intelligent.
I know they're smart. And what I learned is that it takes a day for 35,000 bees to move into an area. I mean, it's not like, because I said to the guy, I was like, why didn't I notice this?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd think you would notice 35,000 bees in your bedroom, and they just descend in a day. Like the queen decides where they're going, and they found a
Well,
crack.
they scout before the queen comes,
right?
And then they say it's a safe place. It's crazy. I mean, I've
Teri
looked into
Hatch's bedroom is a safe place.
Well, but I mean, it's happened for 3 years.
And there's lots of honey there.
What? What? So wait. So have there been bees this year?
There have not been bees this year, knock on wood.
Wait, but what?
What changed?
Yes, did you do something? Because there are going to be bees again if they've been every single year.
Honestly, I don't, now that you mention it, I did change.
I mean, what if a bee was right here, like right now, all of a sudden? Right here, like right now, all of a sudden. because that bee was taking so long to get here?